around these particular demonstrations and what impact it is having in the economy. And of course, we shall be continuing with this conversation. And right now, I want to bring in a person who is an expert actually, who is in the real estate business and focusing on matters with the land. And that is none other than Ryan Gashara, who is the chairperson of Property Limited Company, that is PRC. And many thanks for joining us this afternoon.
It's a pleasure, Abby.
Well, what do you make of these demonstrations? And of course, it should be having an impact really on businesses.
Yeah. These demonstrations are not good for business. For example, like at PRC, we've employed over 100 people, and any sort of unrest, our customers don't get confidence in investing during this time. So the demonstrations are not good for any business because the people who have shops in town are our customers, and when they're not making money, they're not able to invest. So it obviously has an impact in business, which is not good.
All right.
Yes.
And as a company, have you begun feeling the impact?
Yes, yes. Generally, in election years, we tend to plan that business will not be good, but our plan was up to August. So when the recall was called, we had not planned that we would have a recall. And most businesses actually did not actually plan that we might have a rerun. And that affected our business. Yes.
All right.
Yeah.
Speaking about how it affected your business, talk to us about, of course, you're into land buying, and a lot of investors are sort of taking a wait-and-see approach because of the uncertainty in the country. I don't know, what's the impact on the land buying companies like you and many others?
Yeah. Like a lot of investors have decided just to wait. We have a couple who are still buying, but a majority of them have actually waited, have decided to wait. Also, in terms of the price that they would normally pay, now it's not, they're not looking to pay any expensive product or anything. They're really looking to wait until everything settles down. So it has had an impact on real estate companies.
Is it possible to quantify this slowdown?
I could look, if I compare last year at the same time and now, we are probably about maybe 60%. And normally September, October, November tend to be one of the best months. But right now, the sales are low because people are affected, because we've got our customers are business people, are employees of companies, and if they're not making money, they'll not invest. So it is affecting us as well.
And assuming the elections proceed on the 26th of October and we have a peaceful outcome, what are the scenarios we should expect? And also, what are the scenarios if the election delays? What impact might it have eventually on your line of business?
Okay. October is, assume the elections happen in October. November will see some improvement. December tends to be very low for investment products. Those are business, like we sell an investment product. So December people will wait because it's Christmas. January tends to also be a slow month. So it will probably peak between February and March of next year. That's when we foresee everything peaking.
To stabilize.
That is assuming the elections are in October. But if they're later in the year, we'll probably give about 2 or 3 months just for things to settle down and things to get back to business. Yeah.
All right. So really, how can companies readjust and sort of have interventions that can safeguard them from the political uncertainty happening right now?
I think clearly, and I've learned from this experience, is that during election period, give about 3 or 4 months. The other thing is, what sort of products do you sell during election period? Like currently, we have really looked at the affordable products, and right now we're selling products at below 100,000. So because such products are easy, they're easier to sell. They're quick buys. Instead of your 1 million, 2 million products that would be much harder to go. So one way companies can adjust is to make sure you've got very competitive products and also to seek a wider net. Yes.
And looking at the bigger picture right now, some analysts would say this is the best time to buy because prices have tanked. At the same time, you'll be able to make a good return eventually. What's your view on this?
I completely agree on that. Like the property values that we're being offered, the property that we're being offered right now, and the prices that are being offered, the price is amazing because this is the best time to buy. Every election year, I actually tell investors that if you want to buy a property, buy it during election years because the prices tend to be low. So you get a good bargain at this time. Yes.
Speaking of bargains, and of course, Kenya, we should put things into context as well. At the same time, we'll be having unscrupulous businessmen trying to also offload some of the properties that they could be brokers. So it's also perceived to be an opportune time where people can quickly deceive someone and tell them, hey, this thing, you're getting it at a best price. This is the time to buy. But in real sense, people are not keen on the paperwork. This guy can go missing. What sort of advice would you give around this?
You're very right, Abby. And during this time, you'll also get the guys who want to take advantage. So you'll get good property deals, and the excuse would be that it's because of election that the price is coming down. In any investment, just take your time, do your due diligence. I say it's cheaper to hire a lawyer early. So get a good lawyer, get legal advice, look at who you're dealing with. Do they have history of delivering? And once you're able to get a good investment or a good deal, just do your due diligence. In good times or in bad times, it's important to do your due diligence. It's cheaper in the long run because assuming you've worked hard, you've saved your money, you've invested in your product, in a product that you do not end up getting, it wouldn't be good. So this, for any investor out there, this is the time to actually do your due diligence before purchasing any property.
All right.
Yes.
Many thanks, Brian Gishara. Of course, we'll be engaging him further after the break just to also look at what is in the horizon for the property market, what sort of products are available right now in the country. We're going to take that quick commercial break. We still have much more coming up.